Boateng certainly does look to be further forward, and there are a couple of games a few weeks ago when, in the absence of Daly or Dean, or when we were light in midfield, Boateng was pushed further forward into midfield.
He told me when I interviewed him that he's happy playing anywhere across the midfield. So
George Smith it is this time to swing one in from the corner. This time, ball goes in towards the back post, towards Mepp and Walter, and the Freitas Hansen gets a hand on it and tips it onto the roof of the net. And it will be another corner, this time on the opposite side. Ball comes forward from the throat. Neither team can bring it down, but Callum Chippendale turns his man brilliantly, gets across into the box, it's in towards Whittam, just can't get a touch on it, and in the end it's well defended by Clive Smith. Best opportunity of the game so far. It's out of play for a Guiseley throw.
It was a great bit of skill by Chippendale to get past his man there, and I'm not sure that Lewis Whittam thought he was going to do it.
Ball comes in from Mepp and Walter, and it's bobbling around in the penalty area, seemingly out of nothing, and
two decent chances.
Absolutely, yeah. It was Callum Chippendale managed to get a head on it, and it did the Freitas Hansen head it away? And Atherton throw. I just mentioned earlier, Matlock won Belper Town 0. Did you see who signed for Belper earlier today?
No.
One Owen Mason on loan from Mansfield.
Right.
Recalled from Farsley. So
good goal, eh?
Absolutely. Brilliant. Surprised he's at Northern Premier League level. As Atherton come forward, and it's Backer who comes forward. Ivor misses his challenge down the left-hand side. It's a great save by Cam Mason, and the ball's bobbling around, and George Smith clears it off the line. Not quite clear. Lenihan just lets the ball bounce off his thigh, and the danger's not clear. And Backer's still got the ball.
Yeah, we were sliced open there.
We were. It was a
good save and should have scored the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, I know there were a couple of men on the line, but the rebound really didn't have much behind it. And the danger's still not clear. As Atherton win a free kick. The ball goes out of play. I think it's the first Guiseley goal kick of the game. Taken by Mason. Strong header on halfway, won by Jay Fitzmartin, and the ball comes back to Atherton. The ball chipped in behind for Bailey Thompson. Finds his way into the area. He's got Ebley on the back of him. Ball's with Fitzmartin on the left-hand side. Oh, and the ball, it looks like it's just narrowly... Right, it is. It's a block on the line from Iko Coker. I can't quite tell who it was on the left-hand side. It might have been Scott Backer.
I'm not sure, but...
Who tried to bend an effort with his right foot into the far corner, and Coker just got enough on it.
I have to say that Bailey Thompson's looking a handful, really, because it was his play that created the chance.
There's a wave of Atherton pressure, and it's not over yet, as Fitzmartin puts the corner in, and it goes over the top of everyone. Vague shouts for a penalty, nothing winning. And all of a sudden, Guiseley can break forward with Lewis Whittam, who beats his man Kershaw, beats another in Amado. He's got space down this right-hand side. He's got Boateng with him, chooses to go it alone. He looks like he's running into nowhere. Sits another player down, comes back inside to Chippendale. Chippendale floats the ball into the box towards Callum Murphy, drops to Smith, edge of the box, shouts to hit it. Oh, and George Smith, left-footed effort, whistles narrowly wide of the Freitas Hansen's right-hand post, but that was a great attack from Guiseley.
It was actually. I thought that Whittam had done too much at first, but at least he managed to pick out Chippendale. Good ball over, and Smith picking up the second ball.
And it might be Whittam who's going to swing this ball in, or he might even fancy a shot. It's not. Whittam's going to peel off, and Smith is going to take the free kick low. Ball's clear to Mepp and Walter, edge of the box, blocked by the first Atherton man in front of it, and Ross Daly wins the ball back once again. Ibel gives it back to him. Daly swings the ball in. It's towards Ibel, and it's headed into the gloves of the Freitas Hansen. Didn't quite get a proper connection on it. Jamil Ibel.
A massive chance, that free header from 6 yards.
Looks to pass in behind for Backcourt. Mepp and Walter dispossesses. And looks to find a pass forward. Murphy looks like he was possibly fouled. Chippendale picks it up. It's Whittam now on the left. 1v1 against his man. His shot's blocked. Ball drops to Daly, who's going to have a shot. Takes the shot. Oh, it's a great save from the Freitas Hansen. Down low and hard to his right-hand side. And the ball goes out and behind for a Guiseley corner. Great hit from Ross Daly. Excellent
play by Whittam to get his shot off, which was blocked. Then Daly took it off from about 25 yards. It was going in. It required a good save.
Yeah, we're there to win them, and that's encouraging. It'll be Smith again to take the corner. It's another good delivery towards the Freitas Hansen, who's fouled in the box.
Goal!
Oh, the goal's given. And it's Jameel Ivor who's running off celebrating.
I think it was direct in.
There's a lot of confusion.
It was direct in.
Direct corner from George Smith. Seemingly, well, the goalkeeper flapped at it slightly and it looked as if the ball might have been cleared, but referee Jack Hall, no doubt in his mind, and George Smith gets himself on the score sheet. Ball's at the feet with Whitton. Far side, cuts inside onto his left foot, takes a shot. Oh, and it whistles narrowly wide of the Fritz Hansen's post. I looked for a second like it might have been sneaking in, just bending in. It'd have been a great goal. Throw taken by Amado, and as soon as the ball leaves his hands, the whistle goes for half time, and the players absolutely leg it off at some speed as the heavens open. And it's half time. Guiseley 0, Atherton Collieries 1. A scoring opened courtesy of George Smith, an Olympic goal straight from a corner. Much to the bemusement of a lot of people inside the ground, I think players included, but we won't worry about that too much, and that's the difference between the two sides. It's been a good game, good chances for both teams. And it's live. As the ball comes forward from Mapp and Walter. And instantly dispossessed, and the ball's bouncing about in midfield between the two sets of players. Chippendale hooks the ball in behind for Whitton. Whitton, he's got Pete 1v1, cuts inside on his left foot, has a shot with his left. Oh, it's just wide of the left-hand post. It was curling, agonisingly close.
That was in goal this season. He cut inside and actually a bit backwards inside two men. Curled the shot towards the far post. It was always curling towards the post. Didn't quite curl quick enough.
I'll tell you what, there isn't a single person in this ground who had a better angle of that than me and you. Could see it all the way.
Yeah, and it really was perilously close to a wonderful goal.
Oh, wow, nearly 45 seconds, not even a minute into the second half. Lewis Whitton gives it to Smith, makes a run in behind, gets the ball back, goes back to Smith. Smith gets a good ball into the box, it's towards Murphy. And Coker sends it back forward. The ball's with Murphy, he's running, looks to get a shot away on his right foot, but it's blocked. It's going to be kept in play, right in that far corner. Comes in again from Murphy, it's towards Chippendale. Chippendale doubles the lead. 2-0 to the Lions. And that's a great goal to bring it down and get the shot away on his right foot and fire the ball past Nico de Freitas Hansen.
Absolute quality. I'm not sure who played the cross, but it came an awkward height actually, and he came at an awkward height and he just chested it down and volleyed it in.
It were Callum Murphy who played the ball in.
Absolute quality.
Brilliant goal. And that puts the Lions 2 to the good, less than 4 minutes into the second half. It's Guiseley 2, Atherton Collieries 0. Throw taken and into the feet of Whitton. Chippendale takes a shot from Ridge. Oh, it's a good save from de Freitas Hansen.
It wasn't Chippendale, was it? No. But he hit the target, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a good effort. Yeah. Low and it looked like it was heading into the corner.
Yeah.
Free kick comes forward from George Smith. It's up towards Mapp and Walter, who brings it down on his chest. Go on, have a shot. Have a shot on his left foot. Oh, he looks to curl an effort. Ball drops kindly to him again. It's a great ball into the box towards Coker, and the ball tipped over the bar by de Freitas Hansen. Courtney, Mapp and Walter, what a delivery.
This is total football. It's Holland 1970s. Mapp and Walter hitting shots and then crosses the outside of his boot. What's going on?
I mean, it was a great header.
It was,
de Freitas Hansen did well to tip it over, only just. Billy now gone. Guiseley 0, Atherton Collieries 0. Free kick taken by de Freitas Hansen, but Murphy does brilliantly to block it. Ball forward goes to Whitton. He's got Amado on his own. Step overs, goes one way, goes the other, goes back the other, takes it to the touchline, cuts back inside. Can he get a shot away? He can. but it was straight into the earth. Looked to go to the near post and gathered by De Freitas' hands. Forces his way forward. Oh, and Coker turns on the style and picks out a great pass to Whittam down this right-hand side. Which way is Whittam going to go this time? Sits down Amado, he's on his right foot, pulls the ball back into the box, ball drops to Wheat. Callum Chippendale, who gets a third for the Lions. It's great work from Lewis Whittam down the right-hand side. Great awareness to pull the ball back, and a cool finish from Callum Chippendale. And on 62 minutes, it's Guiseley 3, Atherton Collieries 0. Ivor.
Well, what can you say? Lewis Needham absolutely stitched up his full-back, said goodbye to him. Low cross, which just half cleared, and Chippendale, no mistake from 10 to 12 yards. Great that he was following up. I'm feeling increasingly confident that we might get a point today.
Comes forward, and it's Whittam, who couldn't quite get the ball out of his feet, and the ball is with Pete here for Atherton. Finds his way into the area, comes back to Fitzmartin. It's a good area to have a shot, and the ball rattles the crossbar. Cam Mason was left stranded.
Well, that might not be a bad thing. It's not gone in, it's a wake-up call.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great effort from Fitzmartin, just needed a little more bend on it. An inch or two lower. Maybe they've seen something we didn't. He's right in the far corner. That's where we are. Ball in from Meppen Walter in towards Chippendale. Oh, it just deceives Boateng at the back post. It was a great ball in. And so the ball's with Boateng. He takes the throat. The ball drops to Whittam. He gives it to Daly. Daly breaks into the area and cuts it back in field for Chippendale, who is here on his left foot. He takes his shot and it's deflected up and over the crossbar and out for a Guiseley corner.
You've got Josh Daly dribbling through now.
Deep into stoppage time now, can't imagine there's long to go. And just like that, full-time whistle goes at Nethermoor Park. And it's finished here today on Boxing Day. Guiseley 3, Atherton Collieries 0.
Fantastic results, and how pleased are you with the performance?
Yeah, 70-80%. I thought we started off sloppily. Probably look at it on my behalf that we'd sort of changed the shape a little bit. A couple of personnel coming in that really not trained with us, or obviously just first time making a debut. So maybe I'm a bit overcritical there. As soon as we started managing the game, I thought we looked good going forward. We looked solid at the back. Against a good team, by the way, who's gone away from home and took quite a lot of points off good teams. But I think, listen, for me, as I said last week, it's a building thing. I think we've seen 3 lads come in today, 4 with a keeper. This club shouldn't be where it is, as I said before, and 2 wins on the bounce now. We need to make it 5 or 6 going forward.
And you went 3-5-2 today. Is that a formation in your favour, or is it just sort of to the opposition? Yeah,
I think we can, again, as I came into the club, I said to you, formations will suit different teams who we play against. I think we've got good enough players, and now we're a bit more adaptable in what we can do. We can play a 4, we can play a 3. For me, they're a big team. We needed the 3 big centre-halves today for balls into the box, which we dealt with well. And yeah, listen, I think the problem we always had was fitting Lewis and someone up the top. We needed a number 9. I think you've seen Callum today, who was outstanding. Lewis outstanding. And you've got other players coming on, and obviously when Jake Cassidy back, it gives you 2 top number 9s for this level, and obviously Lewis can play on different positions, and he's causing all sorts of problems to each team that comes in.
Yeah, I was going to say, in terms of the flexibility you're talking about, I think it's the first time I've seen Lewis Whittam play a central role, and he's got it in his locker, hasn't he?
I think that's where he'll end up. I said that since day one when it comes to the club. I know he's big, he's powerful, he's strong, he gets shots away. I said I don't want to wax lyrical too much because I don't want other clubs looking at him, but listen, for me, he can go and do that. He can go and do what he did. But I think he's also got to have the file in Callum Murphy there, who worked his socks off and sort of did the hard part as well to set the platform for Lewis.
And fantastic goal by Chippendale, wasn't it? Yeah.
It's about time. Last time we played at home in the league, he had me heart in my mouth. So today, listen, I know what he can do. The thing is you've got with Callum is that his body needs 4 or 5 games to get back up to speed. He's probably 2 or 3 into it now. We've got to manage him right because he's had a lot of injuries along the way. But if we get him going, listen, there's no better midfielder in this league. And again, he's a lad that drives teams forward. He score goals like he did today. And again, he's a player that, for me, can push us on to the next level.
And watching the game in the press box, we were particularly second half, we were purring about some of the football, but also what was very noticeable was we seemed to have a very high press, and we were chasing them down, and lots of hard work as well in there.
That's a must for me. That's a must. I've said that to him. Obviously, one or two people have gone from the club in the last couple of weeks because they don't suit that what we've got to do, and that's just football. I wish them all the best. But we've got to press high. Listen, we're bringing players in to do that. I think the higher you press, the less goals you concede, and the more chances you've got scoring at the other end. And it makes the workload of the back lads a lot easier. And obviously, listen, for me, the two lads that typified what we was about today, Lewis and Callum up the top. Once they broke them two down, obviously the midfield works hard. You've seen Lee, you've seen Dales, you've seen Chippendale, and then we're bringing lads on. I thought Lewis Gardner came on. He played in a friendly on Thursday night. Outstanding. Another one for the future, but he deserved his chance now to be in the squad. Keegan come on, so there's a lot of sort of fight to get in the squad and get in the team. So it's hopefully it's a prosperous future.
And even though it's a great attacking display, you've got to say for our defenders, we had two goal line clearances at 0-0, didn't we?
Yeah, and again that's the disappointing part. As I said at the start of the interview, for me it's the disappointing part that it was further up the pitch where we didn't deal with it. And that sort of causes a problem here. And as I just said to lads, that's got to be a wake-up call. That we've got to start right. But again, I've got to take some of the blame for that because we had threw it on them a little bit today. But I think the longer the game went, the more they got to grips with it.
And you brought in Courtney, Mapp and Walter. What do you think he brings to the party for us then?
A bigger shirt. We had to get a bigger shirt. Listen, I think you've seen today, he's commanding. Great on the ball. He's not played hell of a lot of football, but I think he's great for what we need. It's great what he gives us that balance on the left side. He'll get better again with games. And obviously him and Cam Mason making his debut in goal, I thought we looked really, really solid. Obviously against a team that asked us a lot of questions.
And looking forward to the Bamber Bridge game. Is Cass available for that one?
I will have to see. His foot's sort of swollen's gone down. The swelling's gone down. I don't want to say I'm hoping so because it gives us another string to our bow, but again if it's a week or so after that, then I just want him to be right, because obviously we want him for the long term. As you've seen against Morp, there's not many better centre forwards in this league when he's on song, and it'll probably take him a week or so to get back up to speed as well with being out for 5 or 6 weeks.
And any progress with Spencer Harris? So he's been out for a long time now.
It again is in the hands of the physio.
Right.
It's a back injury, so again it's long-term health more than anything else. But I know Spencer's kicking and frustrated that he's kicking every ball with the lads, and he's in there now celebrating with the lads, and that's what you like to see. But as soon as he's back, as soon as he's another lad who's been there, done it, and I think he'll bring a lot of experience to the table.